Good evening, Chairman Marabella, ladies and gentlemen of the Freeholder Board, Bruce Paterson, New Jersey. And to tell you, just to tell all these people, you can't do anything. The two people that should be sitting up here is Senator Lesniak and Charlotte DeVille. They're the ones that make all the decisions behind you, because you almost admitted it a couple of times. One was that 7 million BUF resolution from a couple of years ago, where you admitted that it came down from the UCIA. Charlotte DeFilippo told you to vote, and you voted yes, of course. Adrian Mack, previous freeholder, he's the one that actually questioned it. Where is he? He was kicked right off your line the next election. Right here, we're looking at the previous ordinances that came on there. You said, oh, it came down from the UCIA. Obviously, you don't know anything about the numbers, so you must have been told just to vote yes on it. So you're the wrong people to be sitting up here. It should be Charlotte DeFilippo and Senator Lesniak. There's both times they're quoted in the paper that they control the hiring, they control the campaigning, they control the elected officials. They said that in the newspaper over the past 10 years. So, I mean, we're talking to nobody here because you can't do anything. And if anything, bring it all back and tell Charlotte that you need help. You know? Let me just go on. This is the wrong 10%, by the way. I mean, obviously they recognize it because they've talked about all these patronage jobs. You should be talking about that. That's the 10% you should be addressing. Your friends, your relatives, your cronies. We know about your relatives there. Freeholder Estrada.
All right, Mr. Paterson, direct your comments to me.
All right, and let the other relatives out. I'll direct it to you. Wrong 10%. It's the wrong 10%. The old hospital, somebody mentioned the old hospital. It had to be like a good 10 years ago, maybe 2000 or something like that. But what that was sold for, I think, $3 million. The person who bought it was, I think they were Connells. They were called the Connells. Major political donors back then. I don't know if they still donate, but that's why the old hospital disappeared. It went to the Connells for their big development. They're making money, I'm sure, over hand over fist with that development that's there now. Oh yeah, the Millennium Strategies. That was conveniently left out. That your Buddy Holly. That your Mayor Holly Roselle. That was good. But, you know, you rubbed shoulders with him all the time, and you left out his name. That was interesting. You know, this is the problem. You're funneling these money to your cronies. I mean, we had Hudak here, which for some reason you said, oh, we could always give him money. Yeah, he has a full-time job at Linden. Full-time job at Linden. So how can he actually do a second full-time job at a legal firm? Who really checks these legal costs that come through anyway? They're all professionally just given out. Nobody checks them. There's no accountability. Somebody did mention accountability. No accountability. This Runnels Hospital, this sad action happening at Runnels Hospital, suddenly you were claiming $14 million you're losing. We have to do this. We have to do this. We have to lay off 10% of people, a lot of people at Runnels Hospital. Those are contrived numbers. You just create these numbers. Because a couple of years ago, I think you were saying, oh, we're losing $500,000. And then you're blaming New Jersey on it. Somehow New Jersey stiffed you for $3 million. Yet you're blaming all the $14 million on New Jersey for some reason. I'd like somebody to come up here and explain exactly what this $14 million loss is. Because I think you made that up. You guys made that up for the Oak Ridge Golf Course to close that, losing $400,000. Now you're spending millions and millions and millions, tens of millions there. You had the Music Fest. I mean, that was obviously targeted for the Music Fest, which is now gone. So, you know, and it's just one last thing. I mean, I've been coming here for years, and you're always proud. We're on the forefront of this. We're on the forefront of that. Code Blue, or, you know, which is a good service, but we're on the forefront of Code Blue. We're ahead of the curve on granting lifetime health benefits. What else? Oh, the county EMS. You know, we're on the forefront of that. But then I come in here for many times, and I say, well, what about pay play, these professional contracts that you give out non-competitive? I said, how about doing something pay to play? Crickets. Why don't you be on the forefront of that? That would save a lot of money. No political donor should be involved in getting contracts from the county. Thank you very much.
Thank you.